Hello everyone, this is Rosemary coming at you from Angels. Today we're going to look at your March 2013 predictions, angelic predictions, and what the vision we have for you today is that in March we're leaving a period where people may have felt in February a bit worried, well, or a lot worried about things, and also betrayed. And not feeling as exhausted as they were before, feeling like they had some energy to move forward, but very frustrated because, again, feeling like people were betraying them. Even though things might have moved very little bit, it wasn't enough. They wanted more. They wanted things to get better. And things are healthier and feel better, but, everybody was worried and not sure what the future holds, and hoping that in March, because the season changes in March, that as spring approaches, that things will begin to feel that they can move forward, and that what you do will make a difference. The way it turns out in March, we see that in the first part of the month up till about the 12th, there's a possibility of an explosion of some kind in your life that's destructive if you try to take all this energy that you've been building up and just make one big motion or movement or decision all at once, and making it in a way with your emotions and not using your head and not doing it in a slow, thoughtful, reasonable manner. And if the ego gets too much involved, the ego is going to cause an explosion. If one is humble and industrious and purposeful and organized and plays well with others, then the pressure will be let out a little at a time, and it turns a destructive energy into a constructive energy. The only difference between destructive and constructive is how much energy is coming out and in what way you're using it. Any kind of energy, just like like a nuclear power plant can be used for good, as you know, or you can use nuclear energy for destructive purposes. So as you know, it can be both. The sun can do both. Any source of energy can do both. Even you as a person can do both. So again, let it out a day at a time, not in a way where you're just blowing off steam, but in a way you're doing something constructive every day, no matter what it is. And keep your ego down. Okay, towards the middle of the month, around the 12th to the 16th, you're going to need to understand that you're going to have to make decisions about important matters, contracts. You might have to get a new insurance policy, something about mortgages or your houses come into play, marriages, divorces, things like that, where you have to, child custody, that kind of thing, where you have legal contracts. It's going to be very important, and decisions you need to make. And when you make those decisions, and you will, understand, and this will help you make the decisions, understand that understand that these decisions are going to be final. They are going to truly die. This time, if you get rid of something or you say you don't want something anymore, it really is going to go away. I'm not saying people are necessarily going to die, but I'm saying, that can happen as well. But what I'm saying is situations that you let go of are really going to die. You won't be able to get them back. But you also will not be able to hold on to two things at once anymore. You're going to have to make a decision or risk losing both. Okay? So note that that's coming, and understand that you've got to let go of these dead things, because if you don't let go of something dead, you're going to end up crawling in the grave with it and being in a rotten situation with something rotten that is no longer alive and doesn't know you're there and is somewhere else. Okay. Now, if you walk through this time well, and you do the things that we're talking about, the first part of the month, you let a little bit of your creation out every day instead of one big swoop where you become destructive because of frustration that you built up. If you don't get frustrated and you do it purposefully, and then you get into the middle of the month and you make decisions and you make them with your head and not anxiety, and you do what you know is right, and you're ready to let go of that which is no longer happening, and you really do let go, then there's a small amount of stress that will come, uh, starting in the latter part of the month, that will be actually constructive competition, and could be fun competition if you don't, again, if you don't let your ego think of it as being something bad. If you don't think that competition is evil, but you understand it's healthy, that competition is necessary for health of any system, and you can do it in a more playful manner, then that's going to set you up very well, so that at the very end of the month, you really can have what the end of the month promises. And just like on Easter, when Christ rises from the dead, the sun rises, and you have a time when your success begins to show. You begin to feel your success, see your success, and experience your success. And you have earned it. Okay, you take care and have a great day. Goodbye.